frozen when heaven extinguished the pyre.
Hello, I'm the Game Tutor, and today we're going to be looking at Monster Train, a roguelite deck builder recently released on Steam. Now when you first start Monster Train, you'll notice that it bears a very strong resemblance to my game of the year last year, Slay the Spire. But as you play, you'll notice that while it is very much a deck building roguelite, it does enough to distinguish itself from the crowd by adding strong tower defense elements. The main premise of the game sees you riding a train to hell and being hunted by angels trying to extinguish your pyre, which is the last remaining piece of hellfire in existence. You then control a clan of demons that are going to protect this pyre on the train at all costs. Now, much like in Slay the Spire, you play a series of fights, but the difference here is that as opposed to controlling a single character, you control a clan of monsters and place units on different floors of the train as the angels are trying to ascend, much like Plants vs Zombies. As well as your units, you also have access to spells and artefacts in much the same way as the aforementioned Slay the Spire. Now, there's a good mix of different types of classes to play. These include the Hellhorns, which are an aggressive damage focused class, the Awoken, which generally consist of large creatures and healing abilities, the Stygian Guard, which have weak monsters that create spell weaknesses to allow you to use direct damage spells, the Umbra, a fun and interesting class where you create monsters called morsels that get eaten by your larger monsters to buff them, and finally the melting remnant, an equally innovative class that uses strong units that die after a few turns that you have to resurrect in order to keep playing and get the most value. What is key, however, is that as well as choosing your main class, you also get to choose an allied class that, while you don't get the main unit of, you can also access their pool of cards. This gives a lot of different combinations and lots of different types of strategies that can be concocted throughout the game. As you play through the main campaign, you unlock artefacts, upgrade units and spells, and come across events much in the same way as you would expect. But the fresh design and changes really make this stand out as the first deck building roguelite worth owning since Slay the Spire, now that the genre is actually starting to become quite a crowded market. As well as the excellent single player mode, there's also a number of multiplayer modes such as timed daily challenges and the ability to make custom challenges that you could share online. It's a really cool addition. Monster Train could have been an easy cash grab, but as it stands, it is one of the best games I've played so far in 2020, and it's the game that so far has restored my faith in the indie scene.
The Bone Shaker, our train, travels the rail connecting our two worlds. The last surviving remains of the pyre drives the heart of our engine. The gilded wing will stop at nothing to destroy it. But the champions of hell will defend what's ours. Because if we don't, there will be nothing left to defend.